Hello guys, welcome back to the next tutorial. In this one we're gonna take a more look actually. We're gonna dig more into slicing of string and a little bit more on indexing. It's gonna be a quick one. So let's get started. I'm just gonna use this Python console just quickly. I'm just using it interchangeably so you guys are well aware of this as well. Usually when we write big programs we don't need this because we're gonna create files and all that, but if you wanna do a quick thing you can just quickly check it in IPython and Python console. So let's do something. So let's define a string, maybe a, and just give it a string. So this is a string, something like that. And if I do a, it's gonna give me this is a string, right? So we've already seen that if I do something like this, it's gonna show me the complete string. Why? Because this has no starting index and no ending index. So it assumes that it starts from the beginning and it goes till the end, right? So if I do something like this, let's see, 1 and this, so it starts from the first index and goes till the last, right? So that's what happens. The t is gone, but it starts from the first index. I'm saying first, which means it's the first index, but it's not the first letter. It's the second letter because indexing starts from 0. So just keep that thing in mind. It might be confusing in the beginning, but you will get used to it. So that's what happens, right? So this is why, if let's say if I do something like this that starts from beginning, and then if I do something like this, maybe 6, then it's gonna do starting from the beginning, this is, and it's gonna go to index 5, not the 6 is not included, right? So similar way, if I do this, everything is included. This is a string, complete thing is shown, right? There's one more thing that we can do in strings is, so similarly the way we know that index starts from 0, so assume that it's kind of a circle sort of thing, right? So 0 is t. If I go to -1, where am I gonna go? If I do -1, I'm gonna go back to the string up here. So if I do a and I want to access the index -1, I'm gonna get g. So that's what happens. So it starts from there. I can do things like that, or I can do -2 and I'm gonna get n. So indexing, the way it starts from 0 from here, this, it starts from -1 from here. So -1 is this, g, -2 is n, -3, -4, and similarly like here. So we can access indexes in the string in either the positive and the negative. So this is the main reason I'm doing this lecture, because that I wanted to show you the minus indexing as well. And this is pretty cool, right? So if I want to do minus indexing, let's assume something like that I want everything but I don't want the last one. So what I can do is I can start from the beginning and I can just put colon, and I don't know how long the string is, right? So I can just do -1 because I know -1 is the index of the last character. So if I do this, I'm gonna get this is a string, but it doesn't get g, right? So this is pretty helpful if we don't know the complete length of the string and we don't want to type it. So we can actually type, otherwise we can type stuff here. We can type len and we can type a, something like that, and it works, right? But if I just don't want that, so it works. If I can do something like this, it's gonna give me the same thing, but it's pretty quick and easy, right? Just to do a nothing colon -1 and it gives me this thing. So it's really easy to do when you want some substring and you want to trim off stuff from the end and all those sort of things. It really becomes easy. And we know that we have steps thing as well, right? If I do something like this, it's gonna give me the whole thing. If I do 1, it's gonna give me still everything because the step is 1. But if I do something like 2, I'm gonna get the step is gonna become 2, so it gets t, then it gets I, then it gets space, then it gets uh, s, and then it gets a. So it's kind of, so it's basically missing 2, right? So every alternate thing. So that's how it becomes interesting, that it gets all those things. So this is why this is like a lot of things we can do in Python. So here you can see like it's doing s and a. So a lot of things. So like it's getting r n, and then it's getting r, and then it's getting s, and then it's getting a, and then it's getting again s, and then it's missing I. So lot of things we can do. So similar to this, what we can do is, if I want to reverse the string, I can just do it pretty quick. So what I can do is, I want everything from the beginning and everything till the end, but I can just do a step -1. So if I do this, I'm gonna get the reverse string. So if you see, this is a string. So this makes Python to type the reverse string because we are going in the reverse step. So all of these are not that common, but you know what, to reverse a string, this is pretty quick and very common stuff. So you guys can do all those sort of things using the steps, using the slicing. And I really like this slice thing, that you can do a lot of things with slicing. Like if I want to go to, so yeah, if I do a0, I'm gonna get the index, right, t. And notice one thing, guys, one thing is very important. I did this, right, and it showed me the reverse string, but still when I do a and access the 0 index, it shows me t, right? So what happens is, it just does all the things on the runtime. It doesn't change the variable thing. If I do a here again, I'm gonna get the same string. So none of the operation is changing my original string. Strings are immutable, right? It just does everything on the string. It calculates thing, it shows you, but nothing is changing in the original string. It stays like that. So this is really important to keep in mind, that if I do something like this, a of so let's do something like this, that I want to set a of 1 to maybe, instead of, so at the first index it's h, I want to do it maybe uh, j. I'm gonna get the error. It says string object does not support item assignment, because we cannot change the existing item inside the string. We can add stuff, we can do all sort of things. We have already seen concatenation and all those things, but we cannot change any particular index. Whatever we are doing here is just printing it for us, right? But it's not changing the original string. So that's really important to keep in mind. So if I just do a1, it's gonna still show h, and a0, it's still gonna show t, right? So that's pretty much it, guys. I would just say practice slicing. Slicing is sometimes really quick, and it's used a lot in programming. So practice it and let me know if you have any questions. So stay tuned for the next class, guys. Thanks for ending this one.